Okay guys, bring it in. Soto Gari. We've been working on it the last couple days, and we talked about just traditional Soto Gari. Collar sleeve, turn the wheel, putting all the weight on trying to attack, on the leg I'm trying to attack, and then I step in and I close the distance. The whole time I'm trying to hang and keep the weight on that leg. So you can really turn this wheel down and hang. You can also step out wide and really just yank and kind of pull them across too. Both ways work. Try both, that's fine. Step as high up as you can without putting my weight back on my heel, and then I'm going to kick his leg out at the lowest point. So both ways work. Turn the wheel and kind of hang as I run through him, or step out wide and kind of yank him across. Both ways work. Step up as high as I can, kick that leg all the way through, then you can slide into that armbar if you want. So my coach was really good at a Soto Gari. He's a taller guy. That style worked better for him. For me, I had a hard time with that. So one that worked for me was I had a hard time closing the distance. Guys stiff arming me and getting in there. So something I would like to do is I'll take this collar and I'm going to kind of punch him underneath the jawline here and get his head to move that way, and then I'll pull on the arm out here, right here. So just catch this little, and right as I'm doing that, I kind of just hook his knee. I get it to kink, and then I'll hop in, closing that distance, and then kick the leg all the way through. And then again, you can jump into that arm bar if you want. Again, be ready for that omoplata on that running escape. So if you haven't been here the last couple days, just work the traditional turn the wheel step. If you have and you're having a hard time with it, try walking around a little bit and then go. Kink him, get that weight over there, hop, and then kick the leg. You guys got it? Yes. Let's go, 1, 2, 3. Starting from side mount, this position will end up, a lot of times when a guy reaches his arm under my body, his right arm, guys, I look for the darce. This is the time it'll present itself just from side mount. My hand will go underneath here, and I'll have this chance to get underneath his collar. That's one way we'll get here. Another way, if I'm trying to create it, is I'll just block his hip and I'll start to circle, maybe looking for this kimura on this arm as I circle around, and his arm underneath me will pass under. That's another way I can get back to where his arm's underneath me and my arm's underneath where I can get this collar. So let's start with that way, actually. Kind of working for it. Block the hip, come over the shoulder. Maybe I'm looking for the kimura here as I'm circling around. His right arm is going to pass underneath me. Right when it does, I'm going to go 4 fingers in the back of his collar. My shoulder is going to be really good pressure here. I circle back to side mount. And now I'm going to look for the paper cutter. My hand's going to go across the neckline. If his chin's tucked, my hand's going to use the back of my hand to turn his head away, and then I kind of pry underneath it, and I can go thumb in the collar, or I can grab the shoulder. From here, I'm going to loosen up for my buddy here. I switch my hips, drop my hip to the floor. I'm going to put all my weight on this elbow. All my weight should be on this elbow, and then I'm taking the slack out with my other hand. I'll get the choke right here. I loosened up so he's not tapping right now, but if my elbow hits the floor and he's not tapping, that's when I'll look to raise my elbow and take that out. So, block the hip, come over, circle, all over the head. That arm's gonna pass under. 4 fingers in the collar, shoulder, pressure, right at the top of the abs there. This hand's gonna snake under. This hand right here can become a problem also, his left hand. If that happens, I'll grab it, try to lift up a little bit, tuck it under my chest or my head here. His chin's gonna be tucked most of the time. I start on this side and I turn and wedge that forearm underneath his neckline there. If I just grab the shoulder, that's fine too. Some people like to just sprawl out. That's fine too. Just sag back, all my weight on the elbow, whether I'm thumbing the collar or grabbing the shoulder. And if I get to where my elbow's hitting the mat and he's not tapping, then I'm gonna raise this up. So, one more time. If his hand goes underneath, guys that like to look for that darce or pull themselves all the way out this way and come out, I like to use that escape so the hand goes underneath, my hand goes under also at the same time. Pass that collar if you need to. Good shoulder pressure. Look to attack the neck if this hand's giving you a problem. Try to get rid of it. Knife through there. Get to that shoulder. Drop my weight. Switch my hip. Whatever it is you prefer. Thumb in the collar is fine too. Switch it, bam. Sometimes this gets to the floor, you might have to make a little adjustment there. I don't know if it's legal or not, but it is in here. Let's go, 1, 2, 3. So, block the hip, coming over the head, circling. Make sure that when we get this grip here, guys, when we're coming back, we're adding a lot of shoulder pressure here. I'm up on my toes, okay? Cutting through, going for this. He starts to turn away. He turns this way. I'm gonna punch the mat here. This hand's gonna release the collar. I step up, and then my elbow opens and my knee goes right into that opening. I'm cupping my own knee, keeping him on his side here. I step over, and then I'm gonna pinch both my knees together really tight. And then I'll cup his elbow pit, slide my hands back if I need to, catch the hand and fix the armbar. Paper cutter to armbar. Everybody's got the paper cutter, okay. They could add a little bit of shoulder pressure here. I'm trying to get the choke here. He turns away, punch the mat, bring this knee up, and my elbow opens right at the same time and swivels right into that little opening. Keep this away from his other arm, pushing, stepping over, pinch those knees together really tight, and both my hands catch the elbow pit. I'll probably tap here, but if he's managed to turn his thumb up or down, I want to be able to slide it out of the armpit, catch it, and fix it. You guys got it?
Oh, no.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3.